You see me today in a rather unkempt state of being. You see, I just got off of work. If you don't know, I work in a furniture factory. I build arm frames for a living right now. And it's a dirty job. You get sawdust all over you, which naturally I've blown all that off as much as I could anyways before I came home. And you get glue all over you. If you look here at my shirt, you'll see there's glue all over my shirt. You look here at my hat. This is my work hat. Obviously, it's rather well used. These are my work clothes. These are what I go to work in. So, I think many people are trying to get to heaven looking like this. You say, what do you mean, Brother Jacob? Well, many people are trying to work out their own way. They're trying to work their way into heaven. Now, I do believe that a Christian is saved unto good works, just like the book of Ephesians tells us. We're saved in order that we should do good works. We're saved expected to live a lifestyle of good works afterwards. But many people look like this. They look like a hard-working person in that they're trying to gain their own salvation by these good works. Not that they're saved in order to do them. They're doing them in order to be saved. Well, God's intent is not for a lost person to look like this in trying to get themselves to heaven. There is only one work that you can do that'll get you saved. You say, Brother Jacob, you're a Baptist preacher and you're saying there is a work that you have to do to be saved. Well, absolutely. The book of John, chapter 6 and verse 28, somebody asked him this. Then said they unto him, What shall we do that we might work the works of God? The only people that can work the works of God would mainly be His people, you would say. So in other words, they're asking, what can we do to become one of yours that we can do these works? Well, look at what Jesus said. Jesus answered and said unto them, This is the work of God, that ye believe on Him whom He hath sent. The only work that you can do that I can do to be saved is to believe on Jesus. It's just that simple. Now, once you believe on Him, you should be looking like you've been working, just like I do right now, because you are saved unto good work. You're saved in order to do good works afterwards. But in order to gain your salvation, you should not be looking spiritually like this. You should not be stressing yourself out trying to make sure you did enough in order to get into heaven. I had a person tell me, I believe it was the past week, that he believes, as far as salvation goes, or that you just do as much good as you can, and that you hope that someone notices. Well, that's not biblical. Jesus said that the only work that you can do to get saved is to believe in Him. Now, you may be trying your hardest to work your way into heaven. You may look like I do now, or even worse. You may look like a very hard-working person in that you're trying to work your way into heaven. Now, of course, I'm not talking so much about your physical appearance. I'm talking about what you're trying to do to attain your salvation. But that is completely unnecessary. All it takes is belief. Believing in Jesus, and you will be saved. Now, if you do look like this, you do look like a hard-working person, but you've never been saved, you're not going to show up to heaven with your work clothes on. You're going to go to hell with them because you didn't believe. You did everything else but you did not believe. Now, a Christian should end up at the gates of heaven in their work clothes. This is a battle. This is a chore. This is a job to do out here. We are saved in order that we should live a life of works. In other words, we're supposed to get dirty. We're supposed to get down and get some things done. But as far as salvation goes, all the working in the world will not do you a bit of good unless you do the work of believing in Jesus.